Hello, dear students. We are in the last lecture of this chapter, Evolution now, where we will be seeing how you and I evolved. Human evolution, alright, which is a very interesting story again. You all know that we have evolved from apes, the apes have evolved from monkeys, alright. So we do definitely share very common characteristics with the monkeys. The DNA content of a human being and of a monkey is very much similar. Alright, monkeys are also intelligent to some extent. Of course, the humans have evolved to be the most intelligent organisms on this planet, and hence they have dominated this planet. Alright, so to start with human evolution, I will be tracing it back to this chart which we had discussed yesterday. We had discussed a part of it, and then we continue how actually humans are related to orangutans, to chimpanzees, to monkeys, to lemurs. Alright, so let us come to this chart. Mammals, we had divided them into monotremes, that is the egg-laying mammals, marsupials, that are the pouched mammals, and the placental mammals, which are also called the eutherians. So, from the placental mammals, you have the order Primata. These primates are usually arboreal animals. Almost all primates, they are arboreal animals. Of course, the initial ones are definitely arboreal. From the primates, you have two suborders. One is Prosimy and the other is Anthropoidy. Anthropoidea. Okay. So Prosimy has these two organisms, that is lemur and tarsier, which are existing even today. Alright. So these are existing even today, and these are nocturnal organisms. They are arboreal organisms. The lemur are small arboreal organisms found in Madagascar, important MCQ. They have grasping hands like humans. They can grasp the tree branches. They have a good nocturnal vision, good binocular vision. Even the tarsiers, alright, they both are arboreal organisms. Coming in the order primates, suborder Prosimy. From here have evolved the Anthropoidea. Anthropoidea, by the name itself, anthropology is the study of human evolution. So this suborder is called Anthropoidea because this is going to take us to from where humans have evolved. Alright? So anthropology. ये Anthropoidea में monkeys, apes and humans, all three come in this suborder Anthropoidea. It has expanded brain. Now, brain बहुत expand हुआ है from all the other classes, from all the other orders. So, expanded brain, and we do continue to evolve. We do continue to learn, the brain size is growing, brain is evolving, and humans will continue to evolve. In this order, suborder Anthropoidea, you have the old world monkeys, which include the baboons, the langurs, and the macacus. These old world monkeys were found in Africa and Asia. Africa or Asia, important MCQ. With the old world monkeys, these baboons, langurs and macacus, important MCQ with the old world monkeys. And they were short in height, and they had a non-prehensile tail. Prehensile tail means coil करके tail support ले सकती है tree से, or any object the tail can coil around it and it can take support. The old world monkeys had a short non-prehensile tail, whereas the new world monkeys, they had a long prehensile tail. They were thought to be migrated to South America from Africa and Asia. They were called New World monkeys. इनमें आते हैं squirrel monkey and spider monkey. Important MCQ over here. New World monkeys, South America, squirrel monkey, spider monkey. You have to remember this chart for all your MCQs. Old World monkeys, baboons, langurs and macacus. Alright, short non-prehensile tail. Asia and Africa over here, South America for the New World monkeys. And then you have Hominoidea. Family Hominoidea, which includes the tailors, that is with the tail, and greater apes. So यहाँ पे apes evolve हुए from the monkeys, from the langurs, from the baboons, from the macacus. So here, and then this is divided into Hylobaetidae, family Hylobatidae, that includes arboreal apes, gibbons. It includes Fongidae, which includes semi-arboreal apes. Semi-arboreal apes means on the tree as well as on the land. They can be semi-arboreal. And then it includes gorilla, chimpanzee and orangutan. So Fongidae over here will include semi-arboreal apes, orangutan, chimpanzee, gorilla. Hylobatidae will include arboreal apes. It is evolving from these. So these are completely arboreal animals. We have spoken that the order primates initially is of the arboreal animals, arboreal organisms. So here arboreal apes and gibbons were there, and then you finally have the Hominidae, genus Hominidae, family Hominidae, alright, where humans are there. So this is important for you to remember. Just write down this chart. Make this chart in your notebook. Everything over here is an important MCQ. Let us do it once again in short. Mammals, monotremes, that are egg-laying, marsupials, and then the placental or the eutherians. Then the placental mammals divided into order primates. These primates are mostly arboreal. This is subdivided into suborder Prosimi and Anthropoidea. Prosimi will have the lemurs and the tarsiers. Lemur के साथ Madagascar में मिले थे. This is an important MCQ. It has grasping hands. ये दोनों arboreal है. ये nocturnal है. Whereas Anthropoidae, they are diurnal. Anthropoidea, they are diurnal. I hope you understand by now what is nocturnal and what is diurnal. Okay. So Anthropoidae is diurnal. Anthropology से ये word मिला है Anthropoidea. That is the study of human evolution. Monkeys, apes and humans will all come in this important MCQ. Then we have seen how we have divided it into old world monkeys, new world monkeys and hominoidea. Old world monkeys में baboons, langurs and macaques, which is from Africa and Asia, short non-prehensile tail. You have the new world monkeys, that is squirrel monkey, spider monkey, migrated to South America and they have a long prehensile tail. From the hominoidea, you have the tailors and the greater apes. इनको डिवाइड करेंगे Hylobatidae, Fongidae and Hominidae. Hylobatidae will have the gibbons and huge apes. Fongidae will have semi-arboreal apes. अब arboreal से नीचे land पर आए हैं, okay, organisms. Gorilla, chimpanzee, orangutan, and then you finally have the humans. So this gives you a clue how we relate ourselves to these arboreal animals. How do we say that gorilla, orangutan, chimpanzee, they are our nearest ancestors? Alright, so this is giving us a clue that these are our nearest ancestors. I will now begin with humans, alright, how humans have evolved from the ancestors and from the species that is standing in front of you today, that is the Homo sapiens. So how Homo sapiens had come from different ancestor species, we will be discussing it now. Actually see human evolution, let me tell you some similarities between apes and humans, which is again taking us to our ancestors that we have evolved from apes. Okay, so absence of tail, large head in both the apes and humans, flattened sternum. Because the sternum is flattened, the chest is broad now. Alright, molar teeth, that are the posterior teeth with 5 cusps. Molar teeth with 5 cusps in both the apes and the man. Sound production, both of them started to produce sound and eventually man produced language, okay, for communication. Because man was higher with higher brain, with a more evolved organism, but sound production दोनों ने चालू कर दिया था. That was from the apes. Menstrual cycle in females is seen in both the apes as well as man. Developed facial musculature, expressions देना, facial musculature develop हो गया था, ये apes में भी है और man में भी है. And the DNA, the hemoglobin, the albumin is almost similar in chimpanzees, gorilla and in man. These are the similarities, because when we'll be speaking of human evolution, I will be speaking that this is an ape-like character, this is a man-like character, so you should know the similarities between apes and man. We will now see the differences between the apes and the man. Just write it down. This is important for your state board also. Okay? Let us quickly see the differences between apes and man. This is your state board question also, and this is going to help us understand कि कैसे हम semi erect posture से erect posture पे आए. What evolutions have taken place, what changes have taken place in the bones, in the placement of the structures in the body that has brought us from this semi erect posture एक quadrupedal locomotion. Quadrupedal means हाथ और पैर दोनों यूज कर रहे हैं. Quadrupedal से bipedal means hands are now free. When I'm moving, when I'm locomoting, I'm using only my hind limbs. My forelimbs are free. Alright? And if you've seen those pictures, that very famous picture which shows the human evolution from the apes, from the monkeys, from the apes, and then to the Homo sapiens, you will see that they have a prognathic face. Prognathic means bahar protruded face. It's something like this. See. It will be protruding outside. It's called prognathic phase. When it goes backwards, we call it retrognathic. When it comes forward, it is called prognathic. So prognathic phase say we now have an orthognathic phase. Orthognathic means a straight profile. Neither it is leaning forward nor it is going backwards. For your MCQs, these words, prognathic phase is in the apes, orthognathic phase is in the humans now. Alright, and retrognathic means protruding backwards. तो वो जो पिक्चर्स हमने देखे हैं उसमें हमने देखा है प्रोग्नाथिक फेस रहता है, सेमी इरेक्ट पोस्चर रहता है, दे हैव अ वेरी शॉर्ट नेक. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस प्रोग्नाथिज्म नेक बहुत छोटा रहता है, बट वी हैव अ गुड लॉन्ग नेक विच इज मेकिंग आवर फेस डिस्टिंक्ट फ्रॉम आवर शोल्डर्स. बट इन द एप्स नेक छोटा हो जाता है, प्रोग्नाथिज्म रहता है, इट इज नॉट डिस्टिंक्टली डिफरेंशिएटिंग द हेड फ्रॉम द शोल्डर्स. So all these are features, okay, and of course the brain size. The humans are more intelligent than the apes. The brain has developed the ability to speak. ये humans में अच्छी थी, apes में नहीं थी. All these are the differences which you will see over here. See, semi-erect posture, it will be something like this, and man will have a fully erect posture. Prognathic face, I told you, protruding forward, prognathism. And man will have an orthognathic face, a straight forehead, alright, straight forehead with an orthognathic face, quadrupedal locomotion. Quadrupedal means using hands and legs both. Four you are using, 2 hands and 2 legs, quadrupedal. Whereas over here it is bipedal locomotion. Then, because you are using quadrupedal locomotion, 4 limbs bade chahiye. So 4 limbs longer than hind limbs in the ape. But when these 4 limbs are not going to use for locomotion, 4 limbs छोटे हो जाएंगे. 4 limbs shorter than hind limbs. Alright, देखो कैसे structures change हो रहे हैं evolution में. Cranial capacity, CC, I write it as capital CC, is approximately 400 to 600 cubic centimeter, small cc. Whereas over here, the cranial capacity has drastically increased, 1450 cc, cubic centimeter. Alright? Pelvic girdle is narrow. Quadrupedal locomotion में pelvic girdle का lumbar curve का इतना रोल नहीं रहता है. Whereas bipedal locomotion में pelvic girdle broad हो जाता है, lumbar curvature essential हो जाता है vertebral column में. Only then an organism can stand straight, can stand erect and walk. Okay? Short neck, we spoke of this. Because of prognathism, neck बहुत छोटा था. It was not distinct, not distincting the, but here there was an erect neck, which is differentiating the head with the shoulders. We have a good long neck. Then lack of speech. They could not process words and speak, whereas humans had a good articulated speech. Foramen magnum, which is the opening in the brain, okay? Foramen magnum उसमें बैकवर्ड डायरेक्टेड था, बिकॉज सेमी इरेक्ट पोस्चर है तो ये बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन रहेगा. Whereas in man it is downward directed because of the erect posture. So all these are differences between the apes and the man. You should remember, they are very interesting also. आपको ये सारे याद रखने हैं. You have to remember the quadrupedal locomotion. You have to remember the prognathism. You have to remember the short neck prognathism के साथ खुद ही याद आ जाता है. And of course, brain, you know that you and I have more evolved brains. Okay, so start using them now. Start using your brain to the maximum. We are the species who have the maximum cranial capacity, who have maximum intelligence. All right. In the evolution of man, now you have to understand कि ape like man से हम modern man की तरफ आ रहे हैं. तो ये जो ape के characters मैंने discuss किए थे वो इसीलिए ही discuss किए so that you understand from those ape like characters how the modern man has evolved. Now there are different names to this ape like man and then finally to the modern man depending on the fossils which were got and where we got those fossils उसके हिसाब से ये नाम रखे गए हैं. You have to remember this flow chart. We will discuss one in detail. First one is the Dryopithecus. Next, Ramapithecus around 3 to 4 million years ago. Then Australopithecus around 2 to 4 million years ago. This fossil was found. Then Homo habilis around 1.5 to 2.5 million years ago. This fossil was found. Then Homo erectus, which was having Java man and Peking man. Java and Peking, they belong to Homo erectus, important MCQ, around 1.5 million years ago. And then Homo neanderthalensis, which is also called the Neanderthal man, around 1 lakh to 40,000 years ago. And then you have the Homo sapiens fossilis, that is the Cro-Magnon man, Homo sapiens ke fossils. These are immediate ancestors. And then you have the Homo sapiens. Sapiens, that is the modern man, which is the recent now. And this evolution is going to continue. So अब जब हम features discuss करेंगे, when we will discuss features of all these, again it's an interesting story now. See, you all know कि previously इतना modernization नहीं था. Okay, जो मिलता था वो खाते थे. Life was like animals. So human beings raw food खाते थे. धीरे धीरे उन्होंने tools बनाना चालू किए. धीरे धीरे they invented fire. जब फायर डेवलप हुई, दे यूज टू सिट अराउंड द फायर, दे यूज टू लिट फायर इन द केव. उन्होंने धीरे धीरे केव्स में रहना चालू किया. फ्रॉम द ट्रीज दे केम टू द लैंड. लैंड से उन्होंने केव्स डिस्कवर किए. दे स्टार्टेड लिविंग इन द केव. केव्स में जब ठंडी लगती थी तो फायर डिस्कवर किया. दे यूज टू सिट अराउंड फायर. अब फायर के अराउंड बैठकर जब वो रॉ फूड खाते थे, उन्होंने उस रॉ फूड को फायर के ऊपर रख दिया. मीन्स दे वर एक्चुअली दे स्टार्टेड कुकिंग नाउ. Okay, so all this is going to be gradual changes. धीरे धीरे कुकिंग चालू किया तो रॉ फूड खाना बंद किया. पहले वो सिर्फ herbivores थे. They used to eat only seeds, fruits, okay, only raw material. धीरे धीरे उन्होंने मीट खाना चालू किया. So they were carnivores. They became omnivores because they could eat veg food also, non-veg food also. They became omnivores. धीरे धीरे उन्होंने साथ में रहना चालू किया. They started developing more and more tools because brain increase हो रहा था. From the Dryopithecus to the modern man, the brain size has tremendously increased. Okay, this brain size, this intelligence helped them to develop more tools. They did division of labor, that the females will sit at home, they will look after the children, the man will go out to forage food, to search food. All right, they used to eat only what they used to search and gather. We call them gatherers. वो ढूंढ के लाते थे खाना, गैदर करके लाते थे. धीरे धीरे उन्होंने एग्रीकल्चर स्टार्ट किया. उन्होंने डोमेस्टिकेशन स्टार्ट किया. दे स्टार्टेड डोमेस्टिकेटिंग एनिमल्स विच वर ऑफ देयर यूज. मीन्स दे वर गेटिंग फूड फ्रॉम दोज एनिमल्स. तो उन्होंने वो एनिमल्स को अपने साथ रहना चालू किया. कल्चर चालू किया. धीरे धीरे केव्स में पेंटिंग चालू की. All right, they started socialism, एक दूसरे के साथ मिलके. Now because language develop हो गई थी, so they could communicate with each other. They could sing songs. All right, they could communicate. They could enjoy with each other. So socialism develop किया. That is how we are going to move when we see the features from Dryopithecus to the modern man. Ape-like features से आर्बोरियल फीचर्स से, क्वाड्रिपेडल लोकोमोशन से, ओके, सेमी इरेक्ट पोस्चर से हम धीरे धीरे इरेक्ट पोस्चर पे आएंगे, क्रेनियल कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज होती जाएगी, द फूड पैटर्न इज गोइंग टू चेंज, द अब रॉ फूड खा रहे हैं तो उसके लिए शार्प कनाइन्स चाहिए, जब कुक फूड खा रहे हैं तो वो टेयरिंग और शेयरिंग नहीं चाहिए, तो कनाइन्स चेंज हो जाएंगे. ऑल दीज बॉडीली फीचर्स will happen during this course of evolution. We will discuss one in detail now, but you have to remember this chronology because it comes in the MCQ. Arrange them on the basis of appearance, means the ones which appeared first, or arrange them from the ancestry level. So Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalis, which is the Neanderthal man, Homo sapiens fossilis, that is the Cro-Magnon man, and the Homo sapiens sapiens, that is the modern man. Alright, you also get to mark their individual special characteristics जो हम discuss करेंगे. You get in your MCQs to match the following with their cranial capacity, so that you have to do. You get in the match the following to match their years, approximately how many million years back these fossils were discovered. तो ये approximation थोड़ा सा differ कर सकता है, but it's going to be around these numbers. So ये match the following में भी आता है. Just make this flow chart and then we will discuss the features of individual organism in detail. All right. One is the Dryopithecus. It was more ape-like. In fact, it was the descender of a primitive ancestral ape, which was the Propiliopithecus. Propiliopithecus ये एक primitive ape था जिसमें से evolve हुआ Dryopithecus. It was more ape-like because it is evolving from the ape. From this ape, we are going to move to the modern man, like we have discussed. It was more ape-like, semi-erect posture था, hairy body, walked like chimpanzees and gorillas. Okay, semi-erect posture. It walked like chimpanzees and gorillas. Its fossils were discovered at Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh, and Lake Victoria in Africa. So these were the two places where the fossils of Dryopithecus were discovered. This Lake Victoria fossil was discovered by Leakey in 1930. So ये सब important MCQs हैं with the Dryopithecus. It is more ape-like. It was developed from the primitive ape, evolved from the primitive ape, that is the Propiliopithecus. It is semi-erect, hairy body, walked like chimpanzees and gorillas. Important MCQ. Its fossils were found in Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh, and Lake Victoria, Africa. They were found by Leakey in 1930. All right. So this you have to remember with Dryopithecus. We have the Ramapithecus. It was more man-like. When I'm saying man-like means हमको semi-erect posture से erect posture पे आना है. All right. It was more man-like, erect posture, smaller canines. बड़े-बड़े sharing वाले canines से थोड़े canines छोटे हो गए. Okay. They had smaller canines. Changes in certain bones. अब सेमी इरेक्ट posture से इरेक्ट posture पे आए हैं तो pelvic girdle में थोड़े से changes होंगे, वो broad होगा, lumbar curve आएगा vertebra में, which is going to help in the erect posture. These fossils were found near Sivalik Hills in India. Sivalik Hills in India by G.E. Lewis. Important MCQ. Okay. Erect posture, more man-like. Kenya में भी similar fossils मिले थे, which was called Kenyapithecus. That fossil was called Kenyapithecus, but it had the similar features. And this gives us an evolution that this has come now from Dryopithecus had come from Propiliopithecus, and this Ramapithecus has come from Dryopithecus. Okay. In the same line of evolution, Dryopithecus evolved हुए हैं into Ramapithecus. All these are important MCQs with Ramapithecus, Sivalik Hills, Kenyapithecus, G.E. Lewis, more man-like, erect, all right, and it has evolved directly from the Dryopithecus. Next is the Australopithecus. It was the first ape man, okay, means man-like है, लेकिन brain ape का है. Important MCQ, first ape man, Australopithecus. It is also called man with ape brain. Important MCQ. It is the connecting link between ape and man. Connecting link between ape and man is Australopithecus. It is the first ape man. It is a man with ape brain. इसमें man के लगभग सारे features हैं, but brain उतना develop नहीं है. And it is having prognathism. अभी तक prognatic jaw पूरा correct नहीं हुआ है. Whereas arch जो है, ये जो arch है वो थोड़ा सा rounding हुआ है उसका, like of the modern man. Okay, so genus Homo आ गया अभी. Bipedal है ये, nearly complete straight है. Means it is not semi-erect, it is not quadrupedal. थोड़ा सा near to complete erect posture है Australopithecus का. The lumbar curve is well developed now. Man-like teeth. Okay. Hominid dentition. It is going to have man-like teeth. That is molars with 5 cusps. The third molars are going to be less active because they are not required. Canines का sharpness reduce हो जाएगा. Canines not that much sharp. Rounded arch. Okay. Molars, third molars will be non-active because they are not very much used. These were foragers. They were gatherers. वो forage करके ढूंढ के लाते थे खाना और लाके gather करते थे. They used to gather fruits, roots, leaves, seeds. They were vegetarians. The cranial capacity was 450 to 600 cc, that is cubic centimeter. All right, and they were hunters. They began hunting of making tools for hunting. Features you have to remember with the Australopithecus. Again, these fossils were found by Raymond Dart. Important MCQ, Raymond Dart. He was the one who found these fossils with all these characters. It was called Australopithecus. These were found near Africa. They are also called the African ape man. Again, important MCQ. African ape man is the Australopithecus. Fossils found near Africa. There were 7 species. Diversified fossils मिले थोड़े difference के साथ. These species were Australopithecus afarensis, Australopithecus africanus, Australopithecus robustus, Australopithecus sediva, Australopithecus boise. These were 5 of them. All right. So we will not go into the details of these species. These are just for you to know if it appears in the MCQ, but NCERT में इतना detail में नहीं है. So we will not go. Just one important MCQ over here is of the Australopithecus afarensis, which was called Lucy because of the soft feminine characteristics which were seen in this fossil. Okay. See, ape को अगर हम देखें तो बहुत robust होता है. Whereas when you come to modern man, ये robustness कम होता जाता है. Okay. That daggerness, that robustness reduces. You get a delicate face when you come to modern man. So this Lucy, important MCQ, it was Australopithecus found in Africa. Australopithecus afarensis था ये. It had a human-like face and all these features of Australopithecus. Alright, यहाँ पे brain was not very much developed. It was 450 to 600 cc, important MCQ. And they did some early attempts of hunting. That means अभी next phase में हम hunting को देखने वाले हैं. All right. Homo habilis, handyman. Why it is called handyman? Habilis means to do work. Habilis means to do work. This man started doing work. Hence, they are also called handyman. They started making tools. They were also called tool makers. इन्होंने हंटिंग चालू किया धीरे धीरे, इसलिए अब ये ओमनीवोर्स हो गए. दे विल बी ओमनीवोर्स, मीन्स वेजिटेरियन तो खा ही रहे थे, साथ में दे स्टार्टेड ईटिंग थोड़ा थोड़ा सा मीट. दे केम इनटू ओमनीवोर्स. क्रेनियल कैपेसिटी 650 to 800 cc. Important MCQ, 650 to 800 cc Homo habilis. Important MCQ, handyman. Important MCQ, tool makers with the Homo habilis. Important MCQ, they were scavengers. What do I mean by this? अगर दूसरे wild animals भी जंगल में कुछ खाते थे और जो छोड़ के जाते थे, those leftovers of that meat also they used to have. So they were scavengers, they were tool makers, they were handyman. The cranial capacity has increased now. It is 650 to 800 cc. Important MCQ. अब ये omnivores हो गए हैं. Important MCQ. They lived in caves. Started living in caves. They've come to caves now. They started living in caves, and they were socially organized. बिकॉज अब वो साथ में रह रहे हैं, एक केव में रह रहे हैं, थोड़ा सोशलिज्म चालू हुआ, सोशली ऑर्गेनाइज थे. ऑल दीज आर इम्पोर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज विद द होमो हैबिलिस. We are going to see about Homo erectus. These are the complete erect ones. इनका height अच्छा था because completely straight erect posture आ गया अभी. So they were more in height, around 5 feet height. Okay, important MCQ with the Homo erectus. Then they had large brain, cranial capacity increase हो रही है. You can see that cranial capacity is increasing. Okay, so around 900 cc हो गया है यहाँ पे अभी cranial capacity. Important MCQ. They had a flatter face than the Homo habilis. That means orthognathism. Prognathism से धीरे धीरे orthognathism पे आए हैं. They ate meat. Omnivores तो पहले वाले भी थे. These also ate meat. Okay, and they lived in caves. So धीरे धीरे they kept meat on fire. When they discovered fire, they kept this meat on fire in this cave. जब वो cave में fire के around बैठते थे तब meat को भी रख देते थे उसके ऊपर. So that is how they used fire. They kept meat on fire. When I'm saying this means वो cooked food पे हम थोड़ा सा evolve हुए from the raw food to the cooked food. Okay, they had prominent supraorbital ridge. This ridge over here above the orbit is the supraorbital ridge. ये बहुत prominent थी, hided थे, massive jaws थे. Chin का prominence absent था. Prognathism में this chin is very much prominent. Orthognathism में chin का prominence कम हो जाता है, so chin का prominence was absent over here. Two fossils of this Homo erectus were found in different places. One was in Java and one was in Peking. The Java fossil was called the Java man or the Homo erectus erectus, and the other fossil was called the Homo erectus pekinensis or the Peking man. So Java man or Peking man ये Homo erectus के साथ, these are the fossils of Homo erectus. One is the Java man, the other is the Peking man. Okay, and probably the Peking man has evolved from the Java man. So these are different fossils of the Homo erectus. All these are important MCQs again with Homo erectus. Is the Homo neanderthalensis. It is also called the Neanderthal man. Where did it get its name from? That is the Neanderthal man, because these fossils were discovered near the Neanderthal Valley in Germany. Fossils were discovered near the Neanderthal Valley in Germany. Important MCQ. They were discovered by J.K. Fullert. Important MCQ. Is also called the Neanderthal man. This is the first civilized man. Important MCQ. I will tell you what we mean by first civilized man. They started living together. They buried their dead. The ones among them which died, they used to bury them. They used to perform ceremonies. Okay, they were culturally advanced. They were socially advanced. They had a symbolic thinking. They were the first civilized man. Important MCQ. They buried their dead ones. Important MCQ. Constructed advanced tools. They were with a large cranial capacity. See now how the cranial capacity has increased drastically. 1400 cc. Symbolic thinking, culturally advanced, omnivores थे. इनका stature थोड़ा सा short था. Okay, they were not heighted like their previous ancestors, and they used hide to cover their bodies. Now we all know that we have seen our ancestors. Okay, we have seen the pictures. They used to cover their bodies with the animal skin or with the leaves. So they used hide for the first time to cover their skin. They used to live in caves. Okay, and used to use fire. They were omnivores, culturally advanced थे, symbolic thinking थी. This was the first civilized man. Important MCQ. ये ceremonies perform करते थे, dead ones को bury करते थे. इनके tools और advanced थे previous ancestors से, because the cranial capacity has now increased. Where did it get its name from? That is the Neanderthal man from the Neanderthal Valley, Germany. Fossils were discovered by J.K. Fullert. Important MCQs on all these points on the board. Next is the Homo sapiens fossilis. Why are we calling Homo sapiens fossilis? Because this species became extinct abruptly. ये species extinct हो गई abruptly from the surrounding, from the environment. Okay, they were also called Cro-Magnon man. Tall, erect, bipedal posture. The chin was less prominent. Straight forehead, narrow nose, सारे ह्यूमन फीचर्स आ गए अभी इसमें. नैरो नोज, दिस वाज राउंडिंग ऑफ द आर्चेस वाज देयर, फ्लैट फोरहेड वाज देयर, ऑर्थोग्नाथिज्म था, कंप्लीटली बाइपेडल थे, इरेक्ट पोस्चर था, फोर लिम्स वर शॉर्टर देन द हाइंड लिम्स. Alright, because complete bipedal है now. Cranial capacity was very much high, around 1600 cubic centimeter. Important MCQ. Cro-Magnon man भी बोलते हैं इनको, important MCQ. They were cave dwellers. They were elaborate cave painters. अब केव में रहते रहते केव्स को पेंटिंग करना चालू किया. We have all these records in our caves. Okay, they were elaborate cave painters. They were carnivores. So they were expert hunters. बहुत अच्छे से हंट करके लाते थे and they were extreme carnivores. Alright. They collected food from the environment. Environment से लेके आते थे carnivorous food अपने लिए and they used to cook them. They divided work. Family culture इन लोगों ने introduce किया. Work को divide किया. That all members in the family will do some work. Females will look after the children. Males will go and get the food. They started family life. They started family culture. They started division of work. They developed language. All these are important points with the Cro-Magnon man, that is the Homo sapiens fossilis, which are our immediate ancestors. They were complexly social animals. इन्होंने ornaments बनाना भी चालू किए, okay? Jewelry to decorate. They used to use hide. अब hide तो use होता ही था to cover the body. Now this hide was decorated by various stones, जिसको हम ornaments या jewelry बोलेंगे. So all these are features with the Homo sapiens fossilis that you have to remember for your MCQs. And now I will move on to the modern man. All right. Lastly, let us speak of the modern man, that is the Homo sapiens sapiens. Extremely intelligent, extreme ability to reason, extreme ability to think, extreme ability to question, extreme ability to conquer the world, extreme ability to dominate the world. All right, all these are features of the Homo sapiens sapiens. एक puzzle देते हैं, जब तक solve नहीं होती है, brain चलता रहता है उस puzzle पे. They had this extreme consciousness, they had this extreme ability to reason, to solve. Okay, this was the modern man, completely erect, bipedal. सारे features जो हमने Homo sapiens fossilis में देखे हैं, they will be there. इन्होंने agriculture start किया. They started cultivating now whatever is required by them. कब तक जाके gather करके लाएंगे? Okay, they started their own agriculture. They started domesticating animals which were of their use. So agriculture start हुआ around 10,000 years ago. They started domestication of animals. इसकी वजह से cutting of forest हुआ, all right, and they came on land. They were no more cave dwellers now. Cranial capacity 1450 cc. Important MCQ. ये थोड़ा सा कम है Homo sapiens fossilis से. This is a bit less than the Homo sapiens fossilis. Okay, this you have to remember over here. ये confuse होता है because यहाँ पे reduce हुई है cranial capacity. All this while we have been seeing that the cranial capacity is increasing, but here it has reduced. Now this is still questionable, this is still unanswerable कि Homo sapiens fossilis, which was more intelligent than the Homo sapiens sapiens, वो कैसे abruptly extinct हो गया? And how did we come with a less cranial capacity? This is still to be answered. Okay, these Homo sapiens sapiens can manipulate the environment. अगर बाहर ठंडी है तो जैकेट्स पहन लो. Okay, wear woolen wear. अगर environment गर्म है तो wear light clothes. They had the ability to do this also, manipulate the environment, act according to the environment, which helps them survive better. And they were extremely social animals. सारी ceremonies celebrate करते हैं. They organize gatherings. They are extremely social animals. You have to remember about all this. And probably the first fossils of, or the first evidence of Homo sapiens sapiens came from Africa. Means हमारे सबके ancestors Africa से आए हैं. All right, and from Africa they diversified in the rest of the world. There are 4 ethnic groups of these Homo sapiens sapiens जो आपको याद रखने हैं for the MCQs again. Negroids from Africa, Caucasians from England and Italy, Easterns from Japan, China, Australia and India, and Mongolites from Mongolia. ये 4 ethnic races में ये diversify हुए हैं on this planet around the world. That is the Negroids, Caucasians, Easterns and Mongoloids. Probably the first ones were from Africa and then they diversified in the different parts of the world. Okay, adaptive radiation, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह diversify हुए, थोड़े थोड़े changes आते गए उनमें, and they have come into existence around 75,000 to 10,000 years ago. This species, that is the Homo sapiens sapiens, has come into existence around 75,000 to 10,000 years ago, which is also called the Ice Age. Here we come to the end of this chapter, evolution. But evolution end nahi hone wala hai, very important. Okay, you have to understand that evolution is continuing. Maybe 10,000 years down the line, you will see another species. We will not see, of course, evolutionary history will see another species which is more evolved than us. Alright, so evolution khatam nahi hone wala hai. Evolution has to continue, and not only for man, for every species, for every organism on this planet, evolution is going to continue for years and years to come. Alright, I hope you have understood this chapter of evolution. Complete all the lectures of this chapter. Alright, we will be conducting live sessions also and one-line tests also on this chapter. Wish you all a very happy Diwali. Okay, celebrate Diwali with family, relax for 3-4 days and then get back to studies again. Okay, I'll see you next.